The manifold pressure or boost compensator. The pump supplies more fuel at a higher speed range to give that engine that extra power it needs going uphill or when traveling at high speeds. There's usually a seal on one side of the screws. You can break it using a small pointy object. Remember to replace the O-ring on the stopper when you install it back. Before we take out the cover, we'll need to remove the lock nut on the lifting rod using this special socket tool. It's a size 14 and 10 mm combination. The boost compensator is also called smoke limiter because it restricts the control rack advance during starting. We'll need to measure the depth of the lifting rod to be able to return it to its original position in order to facilitate adjustment during fuel pump calibration. Next, remove the rounded neck nut. Then after, we can remove the stop cover. Use a plastic mallet to dislodge the cover. Gently peel away the diaphragm from the cover. Below the diaphragm, there's a spring and a screw bushing. Spring tension is adjusted through the bushing. Next, we take out the retaining spring holding the strap. Take out the lifting rod with the diaphragm. The spring clip locks the bushing in place. Next, we remove the diaphragm. Remember to inspect the diaphragm for any breaks or holes that may cause a loss of pressure. Clean the lifting rod of any debris after disassembly. Supply about 9 to 14 psi of air pressure. Lifting rod movement is about 1.5 to 2 mm. Based on my experience, boost control movement starts from about 1000 to 1500 RPM on the engine. Cut off the air supply and observe for 10 seconds. Make sure there is no loss of pressure. Let me point out that repair on this type must be done by a specialist. For repairs on this type, the fuel pump must be removed from the engine. But there are other types you can check, like this one. It's simple enough in design and it's mounted on the front of the pump. Observe the movement as I supply air on the diaphragm. This enables the control rack to move a bit further, increasing fuel delivery. As much as possible, avoid altering the stopper screw. Incorrect adjustment may lead to more smoke. Here is another example of a boost compensator which is mounted behind the pump. Be careful how you mount this one because it also has a setting on the pump.